Previously on Green Dream Project, we got a good start on the roof of our rainwater harvesting cistern. We had to deal with some issues involving the wildlife around here. We managed to keep the javelinas out of our graywater basin, and now it's time to start sheathing the roof and preparing to put on the Ferrocement, which will be the final part of the cistern. But as we're working, we have a little problem with our off-grid solar.
So I'm excited. Today I want to start putting the stucco mesh over our trusses. This is pretty much going to form the base or the structure from which our roof is made of. We're going to put 4 to 5 layers of this mesh going across the cistern, across the gabion. This, along with Ferrocement, is pretty much going to be our roof. It should be pretty exciting. I can't wait to try this out. I think this is going to be very cool. I think the easiest way to do this is going to be to cut lengths of this and to try and drag it over. I'm probably going to staple it in place. That is if the flies leave me alone long enough to get any of this done. Whew. Well, with that last piece, the first mesh layer of our roof is on. First the trusses, and now this first mesh layer is on, and it's actually starting to kind of look like a roof. So we're probably going to be putting 3 or 4 more layers on, and then we'll be ready for Ferrocement. So that should be exciting. Okay. Who's ready for the second layer? Let's do it. Second layer, stucco mesh. Pow! Woo! All right, another day. Time to get more work done. So where we left off last night, we started the second covering over the top of the cistern. Looking really good. We are trained professionals. Do not try this at home. Actually, we're not either trained nor professionals. I can't believe we're doing this. That's crazy. So we're just gonna keep on going. Trying to hit more of these layers. Try and get, like I said, 4, maybe 5. We're gonna try and get this done today. Let's get it done. Hoo! I'm not really sure what the difference is between stucco wire and chicken wire, but this stuff is a lot more economical. I'm talking like, I think that paid like $50 for a roll of 150 feet. So I've been out here busting it out throughout the day. It has been a crazy hot day, probably right up near 100 degrees. I've been kind of working on and off. So with this, I'll be able to finish up layer number 4. get a big jump on number 5. And then it'll be time for the gutters. Very exciting. I can hear the scratching down there. There's definitely a lizard down there somewhere. I guess they couldn't stay out. So we'll have to get that lizard out of there before this thing becomes fully operational. Yeah, layer number 4 done. Time to start layer number 5. Final one. Oh my goodness. Sun's going down at least, so it's cooling off quickly. This is it. This is the last strip for layer number 5. So final thoughts. Now you've got to use both staples. How are you liking the staple gun versus the U-staple, the tiny U-staples?
It's faster.
Sometimes you gotta aim it just right.
Yeah, and with all the different wires crossing, it's kind of
Gotta get a little confusing, like, oh, well, I got something, but it wasn't the right one.
So I'm probably wasting a lot of staples, but it's still faster.
How many staples are we talking about here?
Don't ask.
So while we're trying to deal with the cistern, trying to get that up and running, we're also dealing with this. We're in the Sanctum Sanctorum in the shed here with all the solar equipment. Right now, I got a fault on this inverter. Must have went out sometime last night. But basically, we don't have any power right now. And this is not the first time it happened. It also happened maybe a day or so ago. And it just kind of locked up, had a fault, and it didn't want to work. The easiest way to try and clear a fault is just to hit the button up here. But that won't clear it. And I don't know what the fault is necessarily. I don't have like a readout where I can just kind of see and look real quick and see what the fault is. One, I have to pull out the generator, hook my computer up to the generator, then hook up an Ethernet cable from the computer to the comm box in order for this to get internet access. And then once it says internet access, then I can put in my flash drive to give my computer access to the comm box. It's kind of a process. And the last time I went through that whole process, and by the time I was able to read what was going on with the inverter, it just kicked back on. So I'm kind of hoping that whatever's going on with this, it just kicks back on. But right now, we don't have any power. And I'll keep trying to hit that reset button. Well, looks like we're back in business with the solar system. I was a bit worried, but I finally got this one to kick back on. I wish I could say I'm going to take credit for it. I'm going to take all the credit for it. I just kept hitting the reset button, and then I know this one faulted out, so I reset them at the same time, and then I don't know, just kicked back on. So my apologies. You don't get to see me hook up the computer to the comm box and waste a whole bunch of time that way. We are now back in business. Everything is running like it should be. Yeah! Alright, let's go back out to the cistern. Alright, so we've been thinking about this for a while. Jess and I have been talking about it. And you know, a lot of channels out there, they have a name for their supporters. You got the Homestead Homies, you got the Cog Squad. We wanted to put a name out there ourselves. A big part of what we're doing out here is trying to live sustainably and try to do it in a way in which it's environmentally responsible. So not only are we taking care of ourselves, but we're taking care of the planet. So we have coined the term greensteaders. And I think that's a great way to sort of galvanize people behind an idea of just trying to not only be more sustainable, self-sustainable, but yeah, just do it in a way that also helps the environment around you. So greensteaders it is. And we're also gonna start up our own little Facebook group, greensteaders. So many great ideas come into our comments section. And I think that's gonna be a great way for the people that watch our videos to be able to share ideas, to be able to show what's going on in their world. A great place for just people to put all that stuff and share with one another and kind of learn from each other. So greensteaders, I don't know, what do you think? If you like that, let us know down below. So we were able to kind of finish off the top of the cistern with the wire mesh, but we still have to add wire mesh going around the gutters here. We're probably going to add a couple layers to it. I'm also going to put in more rocks, and hopefully by the next video I will show you a little bit about that, putting those wire up for the gutters, and hopefully we can get to the Ferrocement, because the Ferrocement is the next big step. Can't wait. Alright, we'll catch you in the next video, everyone. Later, greensteaders.